Goes Jaleel down the sideline on the right side. Another one, Jaleel on the right side, a little tighter to the end zone, and then Petaway on a little perimeter.
What do you learn from those incompletions? I mean, when you have such a good day, what do you learn from? What do you take away from the incompletions?
Details, dialing into details, and trying to be better every play you can. It's part of it, but just trying to execute at a high level.
When you're playing,
three were in the hands though, Dillon. Right? I mean, they were decent throws.
Yep.
Where they needed to be.
Yeah, I've felt like I gave them a chance, but at the same time, we're all human, and things are going to happen in the course of a game. So, good first outing, but just like I said, there's always room for improvement. You know what I mean?
the execution.
Dillon, you had such a good game. Did you feel like that all the hard work, and because you talked about how you wanted to be better, did it come to fruition in the game?
Yeah, it was just setting the tone for the season, what we want to accomplish, and taking it one step at a time. I think that's the most important thing. So I felt like we set the tone, but now it's rolling into week 2 and flipping the page and working on SMU.
Was it pretty easy to settle in after the long one to Andrell to begin the game?
Yeah, you could say so.
Yeah.
Just a great way to connect on the third play. But anytime you're working on those deep shots and hit, it's good for momentum. But then also when you're moving the football, it's good things to get in the red zone and finish.
What to say about your group of receivers that you had so many guys get involved? That doesn't even include Jaleel. Obviously, you got kept off in this one.
Yep. It's good. I mean, that's the beauty of it, being able to trust a bunch of guys to come in and compete at a high level, but also produce. And I think everyone that came in did that. So,
Dillon, you mentioned Andrell, converting on that first pass. Maybe just how helpful was that in terms of, right away having a connection like that in terms of developing a dynamic going forward the rest of the season?
Yeah, this offseason, we've been working at it, and it's fun kind of learning each other, but I think just the work we put in together and kind of seeing it come into fruition is a great deal, but knowing that that's just the beginning of it. So
that deep play ability he brings maybe to the offense, how helpful, how big is that?
Huge is a part of how we play, just being aggressive and taking advantage of every opportunity we get on the field. So it's great having him as a guy who can do that.
Excuse me. You got your tight end game going. You and Jackson did, and flare screens and things like that. Stogner didn't even have a catch, but he blocked his butt off.
Yep.
Tight end group's better than people think, isn't it?
For sure. They all do a great job. Whether it's Stog, Blake, Josh, or Kate getting in, and even Jason Llewellyn. Just that's what you want, and guys who can come in and continue to play at a high level. That's great for us.
Do you have a sense yet who's going to lead this receiver core in catches? I know you're one game in, but you start to look around and say, wait a minute, which one of these guys is going to do this?
It's different. I think in a year, a lot of things change, even game to game. Like you see, Jaleel didn't get as much, but he blocked his butt off in the perimeter, and you just never know who's going to get hot at what moment, and I think that's the beauty of what we do, just being able to plug and play with a bunch of different guys and produce. So that'll be time to tell for sure.
This is a presumption. This is a presumption based on sitting up here in the press box, but you looked way more comfortable throwing the football.
Yep.
And this is from somebody who's played a bunch of football, right?
Yep.
Yourself, not me.
Yep.
So were you more comfortable, and why?
I'd say so, just with time, but also just within the scheme, just being confident in that. Looks may be deceiving at times, sometimes it's a lot going on and you're able to hide it well, but for me, I just feel like just confidence in the preparation and year 2 coming out there knowing what to expect is just a great advantage for me, and the experience thing will continue to be something I pride myself on, just having to see a lot of guys and a lot of different looks, a lot of defenses. I think that is something I can use to my advantage.
I've heard about the confidence that Nick and Jaden have started to develop a rapport with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it almost easier to go back to them when they go out and do it in a game and you kind of trust them a little bit more?
Yeah, I think just in game, I think that confidence, and in general, just getting the taste. Once you get your feet wet and you make a big play or do something like that, I think the hunger, but then also the excitement and confidence comes in, and those guys have worked their butt off. And like I said, previous interviews, just those are guys who worked and have been here, but being able to showcase that and then get the opportunity to take advantage of it.
After a game like Saturday where everything goes so well, do you, as a vet, kind of go to some of the younger guys like, hey, back to the drawing board, what happened doesn't matter now, kind of a thing?
Yeah, I think learning how to flip the script or flip the page, and just move on to the next week. It's good or bad. You flip the script or flip the I keep saying that. Flip the page and move on. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's important for all of us to learn, but also leaders setting the tone for that.
Dillon, along those lines, SMU this weekend, what do you see from them? What kind of challenges, do they present to this offense?
Yeah, really good. They got a lot of new transfers in that played high-level football and played really well. So they're a great team, and we got to prepare for them. And come Saturday, we'll all find out.
Sunday film review with the rookie. What you guys learn about his game? 11 for 11, Mr. Perfection.
Yeah.
How do you break it down from that?
No, that's a birthday sauce, I guess you could say. He balled out, he did his thing, and proud of him. And I just, I think about the excitement of being able to do that on your birthday, your first game. That's just a fun deal.
Was there any discussion in film review on Sunday about
for sure,
just you could have done this?
Yeah, just dissecting it, and perfection isn't truly attainable. Sometimes you get there like a pitcher throwing a perfect game, but even getting there's things you can get better at, and I think he's been able to take coaching well from Coach Leb and try to get better at everything, whether it's ball placement, feet, eyes, the whole thing. So that's something we always take out of every game.
Like the deep ball to Andrell, how much repetition does that take, and is that something that just gets better as the season goes on? You guys get more of those opportunities?
Yeah, that's 8 months together of being close and working at it, but time does do wonders, and hard work and putting it in together, but that's a testament to who he is, and then always hit me up doing the same. He's that type of guy, so I'm proud of him and excited for him.
Is the deep ball just all about timing and chemistry with someone, or what goes into perfecting that?
A little faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. You gotta have a little bit of all of it. But just the work that we put in and just consistently getting those reps, I think will help.
Did you feel that was going to hit on the defense they were coming out in, and had a couple of plays?
Had a feeling, it's what you kind of prepare for, and then, it hitting was a good deal for, us to get the first drive going and moving in the right direction. So.
When he transferred to OU, did you know much about his game? Did you know that he was going to be kind of like speedster type player?
Yeah, I knew of him.
Yeah.
Just being a fan of college football, watching it. But once I knew we were going after him, I definitely hit him up real quick, and was excited to get going with him. So.
What was that first maybe on-field impression of him when you guys got to work together?
He's longer than you think on film. He's just a lot taller than I would imagine. Kind of like me. No, I'm playing. But just seeing him play really fast and be very good in and out of his breaks. I think that's a great combination. Being good size, being really fast, and be very agile. So.
What do you take away from those deep throws that ended up as passing interference balls?
Those are ones we want back. Just being really aggressive and trying to get those to go our way. Just big chunk plays, but that's something we repetition and work will get us to that point.
The fact he's getting tackled, though, basically, I mean, he's open. That's good news, right?
I know.
Almost more so than, I guess, the opposite.
Yeah, I think it's hard for a lot of people to get to that point.
Sure.
But finishing is where you separate yourself, and that's where we're going to pride ourselves on and keep getting better at.
So you're saying you should have caught it?
No, I'm saying the work and the things we strain for is being able to finish that and find ways. He did maybe get a little tackled mid tracking, but finding ways to get better from that.
Dillon, from what you saw at Jaquez Petaway in practice before that first game, just kind of get the sense that he's kind of always in the right spot for the ball.
Yeah, I just knew he was super talented. Starting out, was learning a lot on the go, but knew once he learned it, he was very exceptional at what he does. So just happy for him, and a guy who's very humble and quiet at times, but when he lets loose and plays ball, he's a stud.